going on, guys? It is Bevan Nation and welcome back to another Champions Tuesday video. This week we are using Alder from Generation 5 and we're leading off with a Drudagon. Remember, guys, if you want to take part in these Champions Tuesday battles, you've just got to rock up to my Twitch channel every single Tuesday. Okay, so our opponent leads with the shiny Gyarados, so it's going to intimidate us now. That actually isn't too much of a bother because this wasn't an all-out powerhouse Drudagon. This was a very bulky Drudagon that was used with Stealth Rocks, Toxic, and Dragon Tail. Oh, excuse me, guys, absolutely choking there. And Dragon Tail. So the plan is to set up the Stealth Rocks and then basically just go to town with Dragon Tail. See how much spread, like kind of chip damage we can get across the whole team. So like I said, this is a bulky one in special defense. So now, of course, with the Dragon Dance, this is quite a scary prospect, using Bounce, the only flying move that it gets. So we miss the Dragon Tail, unfortunately, but I'm like, okay, how much damage is going to be taken here? We actually avoid it, which is really, really lucky, connecting with the Dragon Tail as well, so we can start our own shenanigans. It does a little bit of chip damage there too to the Gyarados, so yeah, I'm happy with that. And in comes that shiny Umbreon, really, really nice there. So, Umbreon's dragged out, takes a little bit of damage from those Stealth Rocks, and right now I'm thinking this is pretty decent, the strategy is working well. However, we now get hit with a Toxic, so you know, it is common to see Toxic on these stall Umbreons, you know what I mean? So, I'm guessing at this point, you know, it's going to be Toxic, Wish, maybe even Snarl for all we know, you know? So, we actually get a Toxic up of our own, so we're trading Toxics here, guys. Umbreon and Drudagon, trading them off. However, the Synchronize is going to activate, but we are already poisoned, so that doesn't matter. But the Umbreon actually eats, I think it's the, yeah, it is, it's the Pecha Berry. Like, I was expecting Lumberry, but it's like specifically Pecha, which I found really interesting. So it's now going to go for a Wish. So there was another move confirmed, so I was like, yeah, this is definitely stall Umbreon. Could be quite a problem for us, so I was thinking, you know what, screw this, let's just get this out of here right now. Gonna use Dragon Tail again, bring in something different. And it actually goes into an Arcanine. Now, Arcanine being a fire type actually takes a reasonable bit of damage from those Stealth Rocks. However, we do get a second Intimidate off, so we are now -2 in attack. However, like I said, does not phase this Drudagon one bit. So, Arcanine is going to go for that burn up, losing that fire typing. We're going to go for as much damage as possible, guys. Look how well we tanked that. Look how well we tanked that. And it burned itself out, losing the... losing the fire type ability, like I say. Fire type ability, fire typing. So, Dragon Tail brings out Scissor again there, and we are especially invested Drudagon, I think I said that. So, Scissor is actually quite a scary mon, because I'm thinking, they're with the Wish that, like, it really matters. This can do some serious damage if we're not careful. So, at this point, I'm thinking, right, Drudagon's done a really good part to the start of this battle. Let's go into our Lagertops, who is our Chandelure, guys. This just feels like it was a really strong counter to this Pokemon, you know, 4 times weak to fire. And I can guarantee that the Chandelure would be faster. So the Bullet Punch does connect, does a little bit of chip damage there, nothing too much. And Thornu's now going to withdraw the Scissor, going into Arcanine once again, predicting a fire move from our Lagertops here. And it was a really solid prediction, though it does take damage from those Stealth Rocks, guys. So Arcanine not looking too great right now. We're going to go for a Heat Wave. I was low-key thinking could this do enough damage. It doesn't do enough to take it out, but you know, activating that berry as well, gonna restore its health, so well played there. The prediction with the rocks, getting Arcanine to have a little bit more health. However, it gets confused from its own berry, so not quite the right berry for it there. So I'm gonna take out Lagertops here, you know, I can't really do much in the situation, and we are gonna go into Volcarona, arguably Alder's best Pokemon, probably easily Alder's best Pokemon. And it's actually going to not get hit by the confusion and go for the Snarl, which is going to lower the special attack. Now, I was kind of frustrated at this. I was like, do I go for the setup or do I not? I opted to not go, just in case it does go for a scary burn-up, something like that. And I go into Crocodile. Now, guys, I love this Pokemon so much. We're going to go for an Intimidate, right? So if it does go for a physical attack, it's not going to do anything. It goes for the Snarl, lowering our special attack, guys, which does not mean hoot on this Crocodile. This is a very physical, fast Crocodile. That's the plan. We are now going to go for an Earthquake onto Arcanine, and guys, there is no chance that Arcanine is surviving that. It goes down. Crocodile picking up the first KO of the match, and no spoilers, but first of many. No, am I joking? We'll wait and see. So, we do have the Life Orb on this Crocodile. It is a Jolly Crocodile with Life Orb, max speed, max attack, and now Scissor comes in, taking a little bit of rocks damage as well. Now, I wasn't sure if Crocodile would be faster than Scissor or not at this point, so I was thinking, play it safe, go into Lager Tops, maybe expect a bug move here. And we do see the X Scissor. Now, because we are the fire type, we're going to resist that quite nicely there. Not very effective at all. And now I'm like, yeah, we can just Heat Wave here. But we're going to see another withdrawal, so Scissor definitely being reserved there. And in comes the Umbreon. So I was like, okay, so do we find out now if it's going to be a special wall Umbreon, something like that? Like I say, it takes a little bit more damage there with those Stealth Rocks. So I go for the Heat Wave. Now, that tanks it quite nicely. It does do a lot of damage, but it does tank it quite nicely compared to what it could have done. This was a choice. I think this was my choice Scarf Chandelure. So the burn hurts it, and we don't get synchronized because, of course, we are a fire type, so we cannot be burned. We're going to go for another Heat Wave, and that is going to take out the Umbreon with a critical hit that definitely mattered there. I think Umbreon may have survived without it. And now in comes the Gyarados. This Gyarados was a real pain. So I was thinking to myself, it's just done a lot of damage to the Stealth Rocks. It's not really... Is it in any state to be staying in here? You know what I was thinking? Is it going to, like... I was so confused. So I was thinking, right, what I need to do is conserve that and go into Bravery. Now, I was thinking Bravery could potentially take this out in a one-hit KO. Now, unfortunately, this does have a Z move. And guys, you know Bravery does not have solid defenses. And Gyarados is an attack powerhouse. So I'll explain a little about the Bravery because we're not going to see it in this battle. This was a Power Herb Sky Attack Bravery, max attack and max speed. Now, with the stab damage and with the ability as well, it all comes down to being about a base 240 power move. With the Power Herb, it's insanely powerful. Unfortunately, we just got absolutely vortexed and we don't get to use it. But it did perform in these battles. So in comes Lager Tops once again. I'm like, right, let's just go for the Shadow Ball. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can take it out. We hit it with the Shadow Ball and it just survives. Look at that. Like 1 HP. It's actually heartbreaking. We get hit with the Waterfall and Lager Tops goes down. Man, but like I say, this Gyarados, a real thorn in my side. A real thorn in my side. So I'm going to go into the Reuniclus right now, right? And Reuniclus being quite a wall on this team. And it's going to go for the bounce. So it springs up and I'm like, okay, sound. I mean, it's not the worst thing. There's no... Like, it's a two-hit move. They're not exactly the greatest moves in the game, you know what I mean? So it goes for the bounce. I'm thinking, I can sacrifice one Mon here to take out this Gyarados. So I'm going to go into the Druddigon. Now, like I said, this is a special Druddigon, so its physical defense is nowhere near as good as its special defense. However, it does hold on an 8 HP, and the Rough Skin takes out the Gyarados. I was like, I can do it with the Rough Skin. We can do it! So Gyarados goes down. Unfortunately, I was poisoned from previously. So Druddigon will go down as well, but I got to say, I'm really impressed with how well Druddigon performed in this battle specifically. Okay, so in comes Archer, that shiny Decidueye. I think I said this before, but I really do like the shiny Decidueye there. Definitely get those kind of evil Robin Hood vibes. So we're going to go into the Crocodile as well, getting the Intimidate off. Now, the thoughts here are, is it going to stay or is it going to swap? So I'm actually going to swap, trying to predict a swap here. And I'm going to go into Volcarona, right? However, it's going to go for the U-turn, getting a little bit of damage off on us as well. So I'm thinking, okay, not too shabby. Let's see what's going to come out next. So Archer goes back, you know, the evil Robin Hood taking a little bow out. And we've got a really strong Pokemon on the field, so our opponent clearly felt like they needed to match the strength. In comes the Naganadel. Now at this point I'm thinking, this is going to be tough. And it goes for Draco Meteor, and I'm like, well, absolute retweet if you cry, RIP. Because Volcarona is not surviving that. Volcarona goes down. Unfortunately, we didn't get to really see it this battle. But like I say, all of these Pokemon I was really happy with throughout the stream. They were really, really, really important in like each individual battle. So there's that Beast Boost for the Naganadel. I am so scared. I am now so scared. I'm going to go into Reuniclus thinking that I can survive a hit. However, we're going to see a withdraw. So we aren't going to be able to do anything here because we've actually went for the Psyshock. But Scissor, of course, isn't going to be affected. It does take a little bit of Stealth Rock damage there. However, Psyshock is not really going to be doing anything here to Scissor. So I'm thinking to myself, at this point, what is it worth doing? Scissor's going to set up a Swords Dance. And I was like, well, that's brave. I do have, like, anti-Scissor on this. We do have the Focus Blast. But of course it misses because, you know, my luck is just, it just wasn't here with the Reuniclus today. So there comes the X-Scissor. Not a hope in hell are we surviving that. Reuniclus goes down, unfortunately. Scissor, you know, even without the Mega at +2, this attack is ridiculous. And we go in to Crocodile. Now, we've got to deal with Scissor, Decidueye, and Naganadel. We get the Intimidate off here first. So now I was like, I need to be faster to have a chance. Guys, we are faster. Because of its attack boost, we're going to go for the Foul Play, which will do even more damage. That takes Scissor out. Guys, that's Pokemon number 1. Scissor goes down, and at this point, I'm now on the edge of my seat. Come on, Crocodile, come on! In comes the Naganadel. Now, this is going to be faster. I knew it would be. And I'm thinking, I need to hit this with an Earthquake. It goes for the Draco Meteor, and it misses! It actually misses Draco Meteor. We connect with a massive Earthquake. There is no chance that Naganadel is surviving that. With the Life Orb as well, Naganadel goes down. There is only one Pokemon remaining. It is going to be Crocodile versus Archer. At this point now, I am bouncing on the edge of my seat. Not only am I on the edge, but I am bouncing on the edge. Here comes Shiny Archer. I'm thinking all I need to do is get a little Foul Play. We move first. We go for the Foul Play, guys. And that is going to be game. What an ending. Honestly, Crocodile MVP, guys. Love that Pokemon. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this battle. Well, there we have it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Man, it was really refreshing to use this Alder team. I hadn't used some of these Pokemon in a while, and as you just saw there, Crocodile is an absolute beast. Guys, remember to like and subscribe, and go and follow all of my social medias, guys. If you want to take part in these battles, we do them every Tuesday on my Twitch channel. But guys, thank you very much again, and I will see you for the next video.